What's up, everybody? It's Carl, aka Carl Drum Tech, and today let's talk about not being ashamed of when you suck. Cue the music. Alright, if you guys are finding me for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below that says subscribe. That way you're notified anytime I put out a new video in regards to the marching arts, marching bands, drum lines, indoor percussion, drum corps, all that good stuff. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single upload. Now also make sure that notification bell is ringing as well. That way for sure you'll be notified anytime I put out a new video. So subscribe, make sure that notification bell is ringing, and let's get to the video. Okay, so I had intended to talk about another topic, but I just got done teaching a drum line for the first time in a while in Long Beach, California, and the topic of not being ashamed of when you suck came up. Now I didn't put it in those words exactly, and I like to say stuff like that because it's like it's funny and it's good clickbait title material, but in reality, right, I mean, yeah, it's like sometimes I suck on stuff, right? It happens, okay? But let's put it another way, right? So at the times when you don't get something, at times when you're having trouble, or you're not stepping in the right place when you mark time, those are times to celebrate. Now, why do I say celebrate, okay? Because the way I look at it, right, from a teacher's perspective, I'm looking for things to improve. I'm looking for things that a student can work on. I'm looking for things that will make the student better. And discovering, imperfections or errors or things they're not doing as well is part of my job. And once we're able to identify it, that's when we can fix it, right? That's when we can improve. That's when we can get better. So as a student, you want to try to look at it as anytime you discover something about yourself that you're not good at something or you're just having trouble, you got to be like, yes, cool, I found an impurity, I found an imperfection, I found something I can work on, right? Because once you start working on it, what happens? You get better, right? And when you get better, that's when your skills improve, because you stack improvement upon improvement upon improvement. That's when you reach the levels that you want to get at, right? Hopefully it's those really high levels where you execute at a professional level, let's say it, right? So that's why I look at it as something, as a time to celebrate. Anytime I find a student who has an issue, has makes an error, has trouble with something, has trouble marking time, right? It's that's one of the biggest things we see, right? It's a student who is having trouble marking time with an exercise. So that means they don't know, or they haven't learned where the beat is yet. Great, they'll learn it now from now on because they've acknowledged it, they've confronted it, and they're going to work on it. Now imagine, right, if you are not good with something, you're making a mistake, and you're just kind of brush it off to the side, or you're just like, nah, it's fine, it's cool, or nah, I didn't mess up. That's the worst. I didn't mess up. No, not me, right? What does that do? That means you're not gonna work on it because you think you're fine. You think it's cool. You think, oh, I'm gonna brush it to the side, right? And we're all guilty of this. I mean, I've definitely found myself, where it's in some of my videos where I might suck on something, it's fine. But I mean, in my case, a lot of times it's just me getting stuff out there quickly, and sometimes there's gonna be some imperfections, right? And it doesn't change the fact that it's still something I have to work on, right? So for a student, it's the same thing. Don't run away or deny or try to hide any of the imperfections that you have. Confront them, acknowledge them, and then decide to work on it. And that's cause for celebration, because now you're on the path to greatness. Okay, so
when you think about less velocity, you just naturally use less wrist and more finger.
I almost feel like I can go faster.
Yeah.
Than I would with a normal marching stick.
Exactly.
Hopefully that was helpful. Find impurities, find imperfections. When you make a sword, right, you're kind of you're finding those imperfections, you're finding those impurities. You pound it over and over again until it's just the perfect sword, the perfect blade, right? So imagine yourself as a blade that's being forged. You're trying to find imperfections, you're trying to find impurities. When you find them, great. Pound away at the imperfection and impurity, you're gonna get a better sword out of it, right? And you will become that sharp blade that's gonna kill a lot of people. Just kidding. You're gonna be a tool. You're gonna be, you know, a weapon. You're gonna be, I don't know what analogies I'm coming up with here, but basically you want to be that just finely tuned machine. How about that? All right, finely tuned machine that has worked out all the impurities and imperfections, and that's what you see at the highest levels. Okay, they've worked out those issues, right? So cool, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got a lot out of it. If you did, do me a huge favor, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, would like to add to this conversation, leave it in the comments below. If you have not subscribed yet, after I told you to subscribe, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single upload. And if you feel like this video could help somebody else out, make sure you share this video on all your social media platforms so that more people can see this advice. Okay, so cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. You should watch more of my videos by clicking over here and subscribing over here. Peace. Catch you guys on the next video. Bye.
Bye.